Thank you, Jim.
Yeah,
Thank you,
we
Jim.
got amazing things happening here today. And did you see the guy up on the booster?
There we go.
Yeah, we got a guy up on the booster too over here. But yeah, they got the water bags, and I think it's 200 tons. 200 tons of water bags. And the chopsticks, or the Mechazilla, is raised up. Another test. They had tested it a couple weeks ago.
All right, everybody, we're here at the SpaceX launch site. This is the iPhone Pro 12 Max we're looking at. Awesome. Davis, last night you had a dream about it being stacked with the Starship and everything. Awesome. With the chopsticks doing the lifting. Cool. Ground Truth, hey. Hey, Birdman. Yeah, I saw you all on the other stream. Thanks for checking it out. It looks like Jim was just telling me here that they are doing the lift here of the chopsticks with these bags on it. Thanks, Ground Truth. Yeah. Maybe Jim's saying maybe around 200 tons. I'm not sure about that, but. And so I have the other live stream going for the first time today, and what can I say about that? I did not connect a mic to that. In the future, I will set up the mic so that the moving of the camera container doesn't cause noise and everything. So I have a dead cat mouse, and I can put that in that other container down the road.
And they're working on the methane tank here too.
Oh, they're doing some work on the methane tanks with Jim here. 220. Oh, Steven says maybe 220 tons. Could be 220. Thanks, Jim Birdman. That's awesome.
They've got some smaller bags too.
Took some doing to get that up there. I didn't use any special tilt or pan on the other camera there, so it took me a while to get the camera just right. A really basic setup over there. They are the Starship weight? Oh, that's a question mark. I got you. Hey, Damien. Not sure about that. So we got that there. Real close tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. Thanks, Lee. Lee says the word on the street is booster stack and SN20 stack with a static fire booster 4 on Wednesday. That would be quite show, Lee. Monday, Tuesday booster stacks, and Wednesday static fire. That seems a little bit. That would be awesome. Yeah, Birdman. The pole itself is 22 feet, but I think the camera is about 10 feet off the ground. Using the chopsticks, oh, that'd be amazing. Wow, that'd be amazing. See, I'll get some shots zoomed in on this on these water bags. You can see that there are a bunch of cables attached to them, so they do have them under control here. There's no wind going to blow these things out of the way. I could do something similar with my camera so that I adjust the camera angle over there at the remote site, everybody, because that's basically what I was doing. I was fidgeting for at least an hour or more trying to get it in the right direction.
The fence, and you can see Mexico from here.
Yeah, we can see Mexico from here actually today too. We got a good shot across the ocean here.
And some nice
the little bay
coming down through the clouds.
It's we actually got the Rio Grande just on the southern part of the screen here. I know we're doing 720 pixelation, but the other camera, yes, the other camera is the Nikon P1000. I'll do a pan to the right and left of the site here as well.
And show them the booster, the guys coming down.
Okay. Yeah, that lift on the booster was all the way up at the top just about 6 minutes ago, and now it's coming down apparently. Oh, that's the bay, not the Rio Grande? Okay. That is the bay, apparently. They're saying that's just the bay.
Yeah, that's not the Rio Grande.
Okay, that's not the Rio Grande. You're right. Mexico, Jim's saying you're right. Ground Truth.
We love you guys. We love Ocean Cam.
Yeah, right. Jim came by here earlier a while back when you were here. And he shook hands. I went down there, shook hands.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on, everybody.
And just side of the crane,
All
you
right.
can see the tower with the mid bay and the high bay.
Oh yeah, right.
Over, there's just
The
a
high bay
little
is back there
crane.
behind the pad B. Everybody, if you didn't know that. All right, we got some people. Nice view, Stephen. Thanks.
Hello.
People saying hello, Professor. Hello, how you doing? We're doing the show here.
We got the view up here, man.
We got a SpaceX Falcon 9 launch coming up at the Cape within the next hour, says Lee.
I want to get a shot of these people.
No. There's a bunch of photographers here to our left, and I don't, we don't take
Routed this white,
photos of the photographer unless they ask to be photographed. And yes, that's good.
The wire, the
Yeah,
plumbing.
yeah, you can speak about that.
Yeah, there was a big mound of dirt here right side of the methane tanks,
It's mostly gone.
and they've got rid of most all of it, and they rerouted the plumbing. The white pipe there goes out, over, and back now. It used to run different than that, but now they're rerouted that. And there's the tank that popped off here a couple weeks ago. That Ocean Cam had a spectacular shot of when the porta potties went all the way across the road right up to his truck.
Liquid nitrogen too.
Liquid nitrogen too, man. He was his equipment was okay. It was saved by the day, but and there's a road closure. Is it still scheduled for tomorrow?
The SPMT over there too.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Everybody, they have an SPMT over there by Booster 4, and there is an SPMT over there by Pad A, or it could be a lift. I'm not sure, but there is that is maybe a telltale sign of something going to happen maybe over there with the booster, because this is the first time I'm seeing it so close right there next to the situation over there. So
Probably going to move the booster soon.
Paul says the remote cam needs guide ropes to help the stability. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Paul. That's awesome. I got today is the first step of maybe many more steps to come.
And tomorrow is a new year.
But that's a great idea. I think it was yesterday, last night was the New Year's. Today is the New Year, I think, for Chinese New Year.
It's Monday.
Oh, is it Monday?
Sure.
Why did we celebrate it yesterday?
Because we were a day early.
All right, everybody, we celebrated the Chinese New Year yesterday,
I think it's
but apparently
Monday.
Jim is saying it's going to be on Monday.
It's Year of the Tiger.
Yeah, Year of the Tiger.
And we're so glad that we got to have a good time last
Yeah, we had a good time over there at MSX. You better speak. You're doing a better job at that than I am.
Yeah, you're doing great, man. We love Ocean Cam. Paul's out here putting your eyes so you can see what's going on. He's up above everybody else, and he's got a great view here.
We're both at the same height here.
And we thank Paul for all he's doing. And we got a nice view of the launch tower. And all the people are collecting around here. Quite a few people are watching this. A lot of tourists today. It's Sunday, so we don't have a lot of the employees working, but there are a few. They did raise the tower up. And we have some... the chopsticks are up with the water bags, and 220 tons. And a little breezy. It's kind of breezy here. It's cooling down now. It was in the upper 60s today, maybe 70 degrees. But now it's cooling off a little bit. But yeah, a lot of activity here today. A lot of like tourist people visiting the beach and watching what's going on here. But yeah, these people are moving around here. And these two methane tanks are right in front of us here. The two white tanks are methane. That's the fuel to burn. And if you look at the booster, there's a corrugated part at about 2/3 the way up. The lower part is oxygen, and the upper part is the methane. That's the separation point between the two tanks.
That's good. I didn't know that about the oxygen and the methane. Which is on the top?
methane.
Okay, methane's on top apparently
What
of the
oxygen
booster.
is on the bottom here.
Locks on the bottom, and that corrugated area is just higher than the halfway point is
The
the
joining part.
the
between
joining
two
part
tanks.
between the
So
two
you
tanks.
need to burn more oxygen than you do the methane. CH4 and O2.
All right. They are moving some of these pipes here on the ground as well, by hand actually. So I guess they're not that heavy. Just behind that gate over there.
They look heavy to me.
Yeah, they do look heavy, but I guess they're not. Falcon 9 launch at 5:30. All right, so in about 9 minutes, you're saying Falcon 9 launch.
Hey, you guys made it to the beach. All right.
Go. You can on the beach, yeah.
Yeah, you can camp on the beach too if you want.
Or even on the road on the way to the beach.
My buddy took his motorhome out there when the sand was rough, and he broke one of his tiles on his floor. You know, he had a big motorhome.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't want a lot of twisting, you know.
I think I was just going to go maybe 100 feet and just flat, solid, compact spot.
Oh, you're not going all the way?
No.
You're going out on the beach?
Yeah. I don't know if I want to risk the...
Did it look pretty solid?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then go all the way, man.
I just don't know if it's going to be solid all the way. And
It
then I don't
is.
like to turn around.
It is. You'll be able, there's a big place to turn around down there if you want. I mean, I don't want to get you in trouble, but
Fair enough.
if you saw the beach how solid it is,
Yeah.
All right.
it's that way
The
all
chopsticks
the way
are
down.
definitely going up
It's about
the
3
tower
miles. Or you can
because
ride your bicycles down
we
there.
can see that they are a little bit higher than the
Yeah,
Starship
it's
now,
kinda
the
neat to be at
chopsticks.
the very tip of Texas, but whatever. Don't go out at all then.
What's happening right now?
They're raising the chopsticks up. They got the water bags on there, 220 tons, and test it to make sure it'll hold the weight. They're also working on the booster. There was a couple guys at the top of the booster a bit ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some stuff happening today, even though there's not many people on a Sunday evening, but it's happening, man.
How informed are you on all of this? Do you know how they get that onto there?
Yeah, they're going to put the booster on first and then the Starship on top of it
Yeah.
with those arms. That's those
So
chopsticks.
the arms, they actually lift up.
Yes, yes, that's the thing.
Oh, SCS Russ, I don't know if anyone else can confirm that, but
there's a lot of hit and miss.
I hear you, SCS. I'm not sure what the deal is.
They just finished it, right? Power itself.
A few months ago, last year there was nothing here.
Last year they were just sitting up on top.
Yeah, this is Ocean Cam here. We love Ocean Cam.
How you doing?
I don't know if I got to
This is Paul from Ocean Cam. Look it up
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Ocean camera
And
space.
you can hear your commentary in the background, maybe. But yeah, they got that SPMT over here right next to the booster, so they may be putting the booster onto that and then carrying it over here.
Yeah.
You know. Here comes Mary. I'm glad you came, buddy.
Thanks. You see a lot of work on the methane tanks today, you're saying, huh? That's interesting. Thanks, Birdman.
They're there all day. Did you get your camera set up?
Yeah. So Lee says booster 4 is apparently due to be lifted with the chopsticks tomorrow. Hey Lee, where are you getting your information? Is it from like another channel? Because many of the other channels are often wrong. So I just want to see where you're getting your info, Lee. You know, if you're in the UK and you're telling stuff like it's a guarantee, I would say highly skeptical.
Can I get you a coat?
No, I'm good, thanks.
I'm gonna go down and get a coat.
All right, okay. All right, what a day, what a day. Just rolling with the punches here. It's what a good day. Yeah, I haven't seen any movement here with the things. You know, maybe if they are doing the see what time it is. It is exactly 26. If they are doing a Falcon 9 launch, they may just be pausing for the launch of the Falcon 9, and then there may, you know, once it gets off the pad over there in Florida, then they may continue with the lift here. That's would be my speculation. They've done stuff like that in the past before, where there's some type of Falcon something happening, and then they seem to potentially pause things here and just concentrate on that one big thing at a time, and then continue. So we'll see what's happening in the next 10 minutes. Hey Philip from Surrey. Paul, nice. Hey Lee, Jill. I can get some other shots around the side here as well. We got some sun out here today. Maybe if anyone else is watching the other stream, let us know if that's still live. I'd like to be interested in knowing if that's kosher. Some of the shot here, the rest of the site. I have the capability for the next, maybe tomorrow or whenever I go back to that camera to add a microphone to it, which will dampen the sound and make the sound a lot nicer on the other camera. I'm gonna be out here probably another 15 minutes unless they really start lifting it and doing a lot of jumping jacks. Jill, thanks. Thank you. Awesome. Stereo audio. Paul, are you saying for this live stream now, the audio on this, can you hear it? Let me, I'm gonna unplug the mic here, okay? Hey everybody, I just unplugged the mic. Let me know if you could hear the audio that whole time. I just unplugged the mic I was using here. Hey Bren. Hey Raul. Has it always been good, Paul, or was it just, did it just turn on? Okay. I'm gonna plug the mic back in just a minute. All right, the mic is back on. Okay. Yeah, we got some wind too, so hey RJ. Thanks, Birdman. So what I see here on site is that they are doing they're moving a bunch of pipes around here. It looks like they did cement the methane floor over there, the ground over there where the big pile of dirt was. They added a bunch of concrete to this area. I can see it now. Since we have daylight, yes, I can see that has all been now concreted. So there's a small sliver over here which still needs to be concreted, but the rest of it, all this has been concreted. So that's new. That's big time. And yeah, there is still some remaining soil over there in the center of that piping. Over there. Looks like that white piping is going to be there. It's going to stay there. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, it does look like it rained. Yeah, Paul. Thanks, Paul. You found it out from Space News Pod. Yeah. See, that's just another YouTuber saying stuff to get you excited about stuff. It takes several days here to do things, even weeks. So that 1, 2, 3 punch Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just to get you excited about watching their show, and then it's not going to turn out that way. All that stuff one after another, it just doesn't happen that way here on site. Ah, 38 minutes till Falcon 9. Okay, I thought it was like 9 area or 5 minutes. That's cool. Maybe the time zone wasn't really a factor. Okay. All right. Tomas says, how do you think they're going to test Mechazilla up to the top? I saw them grinding the bearing tracks. Yeah, Tomas. I think just by lifting the bags that we're seeing there, the water-filled bags, I believe they have water in them. Although I don't see any water leaking out, but the only way they could get water into those things would be to bring in a bunch of trucks and offload the water from the trucks, because there is no municipal water. So all that water in those bags, if it is water, did come from they tanked all that water in here. So that's kind of an interesting thing. From the truck to the water bags. Is there scaffolding? Yeah, there is. There does appear to be scaffolding up there. So I'll do a zoom in of that area where y'all are talking about. Just above the height of the current catch arms, we could see if that were to slide up another segment, another segment of the tower. If the catch arms were to go up like 2 levels there, it would hit that scaffolding there on the side. Unless I can lift that scaffolding out of the way. That's a good point there. I'll zoom back in once more. I'll put it right at the top of the screen. Just right up there at the top of the middle of the screen is the scaffolding that I assume they would have to move out of the way before they could keep going up higher. So. Friday was a windy and rainy day, so I was not out here on Friday, so I'm kind of happy that I came out here today on Sunday to kind of make up for that missed day on Friday. So this might be the appropriate angle of everything. I mean, it's nice to see the tower, but since it might not be able to go much higher than it is, this may be a good shot to have. Yeah, Kenneth. Well, maybe they did use some of that water from the tower. I don't know what the flow was. Maybe from the tankers to the water tower to the water bags. You know, maybe something like that. If any of you, and if anyone here wants to see anything else here at the launch site, let me know and I'll point the camera in that direction. I'll get some other shots. I got you. Hey, Raul, I got you. There are some other photographers with that shot, Raul. That is, let me see. If you go to the left to shoot the rocket between the two tanks, I got you. Maybe even go way further down by the beach and maybe get a shot with the water and the. That angle could be constantly improved and improved. I got you. Good. Thanks for the info, man. Okay, Lee says on another cam you can see a big red mobile industrial water pump underneath the water bags. Looks like a generator, but has hoses going to and from it. Okay, so there's let me read that again. Lee La Funk says on another cam you can see a big red mobile industrial water pump underneath the water bags. Looks like a generator, but has hoses going to and from it. To and from the generator. Okay. Do any of those hoses go to the actual water bags? That would be something I'd be interested in knowing. On any previous lift, how have they drained the water? Have they always lowered the bags and then drained the water, or have they ever just let the water out from a height? We got some wind now. The wind has picked up quite a bit. All right, Tomas says there's a sticker that's visible showing the capacity of the water bags. Oh, so that's a question. That's a question mark. I got you. So it's not a statement, it's a question. Yeah, I don't know, Tomas. I've been hearing here in the chat that it's 220 tons. Not sure. Okay, Paul says they lowered the bags and drained the water last time. Cool. Awesome. All right, so I'm looking at the Starship itself. I was just thinking about maybe looking to see if there are any pins under the top flaps that we could possibly see, and I don't see any pins sticking out. So that would lead me to believe, I don't know, are there pins up there that anyone can see on any camera? Has anyone seen any in this configuration? For the lifting of the Starship, they would need pins underneath those flaps there, and I don't see them right now. Maybe they are there, but my camera isn't good enough. I don't know. Let us know if you you see that on any other camera. Okay, Lee LaFunk says two of the water pipes are hanging from the bags that they disconnected. That's the two longer pipes hanging from the bags. I got you. Yeah, I can see those. I can see those things hanging. Okay, so those are pipes. I got you. Thank you. You see them under the center of the bags. They're water pipes. Good, good. Thomas says 220 tons. The booster weighs 200 tons dry, so they're over the required weight. Awesome. Okay, DS says the pins will be on the chopsticks. DS, that's very interesting. Very interesting. So they're going to kind of, they save some weight by doing it that way. So they're going to put the pins into the holes underneath the top flaps. There is what you're saying, DS. That's new information for me, DS. Thank you. If anyone has anything to say about that, let us know. But that is very interesting. Yeah, that would make for a hard catch. CBOE Mank says, maybe the flaps themselves can handle the weight of the Starship. I don't know. We'll see. Tomas says the booster has some grooves where the pins get connected. The booster, okay. Yeah, but what about the Starship, Tomas? Yeah, we've seen the, I've seen the pins on the booster, but not yet on the Starship. Both sides of the tower that are facing us have scaffolding on it. So we can see in the center of the screen now is some scaffolding, and now in the center of the screen is some other scaffolding. So there's two areas of scaffolding which would prevent, unless those can go up and down, prevent the higher lift of those bags. DS says he thinks the pins on the chopsticks will be retractable. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. The booster has pins, and I see them now. I currently see them with my eyes. They're attached to the top of the booster. Thomas says the Starship has the same connector as the booster, pins below the top flaps, and the grooves a little below. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll see how this all pans out. I'm looking forward to seeing the answer to that as well. Nice, everybody. Good job. Yeah, so that is some of the excitement here today. I'll pan to the left here and get some shots of the tank farm. Yeah, Larry. And if they do, if they make a ship with twice the diameter as the current ship, will they have to make a much larger tower and everything? Will they have to make a new overlaunch platform for twice the size? Or is that just a positioning, posturing to you know, is that actually one of their plans, or is it just something to get approval for the current setup? So they're offloading some gases right now. Yeah, Larry, I believe they would have to make it much louder. And thanks, Larry. I don't know if it was you or another Larry, but I want to say thank you to a Larry that mailed me a check with some with a donation. So thanks, Larry. I don't know if it was you or another one, but good stuff, everybody. And the current finances of Ocean Chem are in the. There's a link to them in the description of the video. Under, I think it was financial. Oh, awesome, Larry. That was awesome. That was awesome, Aaron. Yeah. It makes a difference. Thank you. Yeah, cool. Sorry for the. I just checked my mailbox yesterday, so it took me a while to get it, but it probably arrived a couple weeks ago. But I just checked the mailbox yesterday. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. You're here in Texas too, so that's pretty awesome. Very awesome. If I recall correctly, I think it was Texas. Awesome, awesome. Right on. Right on. So today was the reason I'm out here today. I don't come out here every weekend, every Saturday, Sunday. On a good day, on a sunny day, maybe. But I've been taking the weekends off. But I wanted to set up the remote camera today, so I had everything ready to potentially set it up, and I don't know if it's still going live, but the intention is to leave it and see how it does, if it can withstand the swings in temperature and the moisture and everything else. So if anyone knows if that live stream is still going, let me know. Otherwise, I will check it out later, and just once I'm off this stream, I'll type in the URL and check it out. That was the big reason I came out here today, to set that up. It took me like 4 hours, about 3-4 hours to set that up. Pretty exciting though. You know, when you have a, I don't know if any of you are parents or anything like that, but when you have kids and they go off to college, and then you have the empty nest syndrome. I had a little bit of an empty nest syndrome leaving the camera there. It's like, I felt so, felt different. All right, so I think that's it. They'll probably lower it and raise it and do all kind of stuff, but that may be it for me today. I don't know. This might be the most exciting. Let me see. Tomas says, have you ever seen Elon on Starbase yourself, or does he even wave or say hello to any one of you recording there the whole time? There's an entire fleet of your YouTubers over there all the time. Tomas, I have seen Elon here. The last time I got him on camera was for about 1.5 minutes or close to 2 minutes. And I posted that video here on YouTube. He's never waved or come by and shook anyone's hand or anything, as long as I've been here. But I mean, while I've been here, I believe there was a man who had like a robot suit, like a chainmail armor suit, and Elon came out of the build site to check that out. I was not there when that happened. I was there before it happened, but that was so. Elon will come out and check out stuff if it's interesting or if there's a ton of people. I'm told, but yeah, I've only seen him and took video of him one time. Oh, for security. Tomas says for security reasons he doesn't say a question mark. Man, these statements with a question mark after it. You got me again. Yeah, I don't know if it's for security reasons or what, but could be. Yeah. Hey, Helena, and everybody. Yeah. So Paul Talari says, I don't see the tower bending at all. The chopsticks maybe a little. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how. Don't know what kind of steel this tower is made out of. Maybe it's made out of like some tellurium or some type of super strong metal. So. You know, I don't know what this thing is made of, but they did spend a lot of time welding it, that's for sure. So they've been working on this structure a long time and adding, I've been told, like over 1 inch of weld between all these different connections. So I don't know what the metal is made out of, but yeah. Thanks, Tomas. Larry says, how does Elon go from Boca Chica to Austin? Car or helicopter? Or maybe a jet? There's a jet that he flies out of Brownsville, so I would imagine, he might just fly is I guess. I'm not sure if the trip to Austin, how long that is or what Elon's thing is for that. Titanium says BG Tech 1. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, BG Tech. Lee says he's a nice guy in person, but he's just generally always busy with a lot on his mind. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Sometimes the chat, I know when I do a live stream with the Nikon camera, using the laptop, the chat gets saved, but I don't know if the chat always gets saved when I use the iPhone Pro 12 Max. So this chat here, that's why I say the things that people write, because the chat may not get saved. So I'll at least get it verbally. Larry says about 200 miles, I think. Tesla Austin is near the airport. Okay, yeah, so it would make sense for him to fly. Juan Rodriguez, at the base of the launch tower, the cement has long cracks on the west flat side of it. Paul, maybe your camera should be able to zoom in. Okay, so on the west side of the tower, Juan is saying there's some cracks on the flat side of the base there. Good. Yeah, Juan, cool. I can get that another day. I just have the one camera here with me right now. Cool. Thanks, Juan. Yeah, Kevin says, hello people. PP, I'm not sure what that means, but people is what I'm, people, yeah, I mean, going to watch the Falcon 9 launch, that's probably a question mark, yeah. That's coming up, everybody, I believe, unless they scrub it again. Thanks, Kevin. Paul Shield says the tower is structural steel, maybe galvanized. Cool. Raul says, I was born in the USSR. Now I live in the EU, European Union. Finland's neighbor, also a kind of childhood. Cool, bro. Kevin, yep, Prince Paul, and everybody else too. Cool, nice. Cool, right. All right. I'll do a pan of the site here for the new people that may have just stopped by. Let's get another shot of the area. Wow. Tomas says, I remember when they were building the tower, a lot of long pylons were inserted into the ground to stabilize it. Don't remember how many, and not how long they were. Cool. Remember that the soil is basically a swamp. Yeah, the soil here is really, when it's wet, it's a sand, you know. I was putting some stakes in the ground over by the remote camera, and I could put a whole stake in the ground with my hand and then pull it out by hand, you know, when it was wet. And the grounding rod, I could just put the, I don't know, 6 or 8 foot long grounding rod, copper grounding rod, all the way into the ground with my hand. No need to use a tamper, and pull it out on a wet day. So yeah, the ground here is really, depending where you are, it is a swamp. Larry says 369 miles from Boca Chica to Austin. Oh wow, that's more than 200. Okay. Lee, maybe it was just faster and easier to do a cable rather than hydraulic or some type of maglev. Yeah, in the future probably, but they're looking at costs here, and they were having some issues with costs due to the Raptor. So maybe they're just looking at the budget and trying to, kind of like my remote camera, they're just trying to get the job done. And later on, when it's been proven and demonstrated and functional, then they can get more investment, and the proof of concept phase will be done, and the SpaceX will be a much more valuable company, and they can get the bigger loans and the all the other financing that they will need for the mega amplification of what they're doing here. So that's, you know, for any projects, you want to just demonstrate that it's possible. And then once people see that it is successful, then they will jump on, whether it's through investment or through launch reservations or whatever, you know. Tomas says, remember, they need to replicate the system on the oil rigs. Maybe it's because you can use the same system on it as an oil rig. Oh, that's as on an oil rig. That's a good point, Tomas. Thanks. Yeah, so if they're using the cables here rather than a maglev or pneumatics, you know, hydraulics, then maybe it's just easier to set it up on a maglev. Cool. I got a shot of the orbital launch platform. I've been kind of avoiding that just for no good reason, but I'll do a somewhat of a zoom. This camera does, the lens on this does 2.5 times zoom without kicking over to the digital zoom. So I believe we're now past the 2.5 times zoom, and we are in the land of digital zoom, where we get some of the fuzzy stuff happening. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing on Booster 4. I don't know. So they have some lights over there on the orbital launch platform, but I don't see anybody up there. Maybe when it gets darker they will. It looks to me like the bags might be lowering. That's maybe just me, but let me keep the camera on the bags for a few moments, and we'll see if they are lowering. Let me zoom in a bit, see if we see it coming down at all. Yeah, everybody, the bags are lowering right now. Good shot, everybody. Yeah, it seemed to me like they were coming down, but they are. They are definitely coming down. Yep, you do. Awesome, Jill. Yeah, Lee, maybe if they have the maglev, at least saying maybe the chopsticks can assist in the launch in the future. That would be awesome. I don't know if they could attach some magnets to the side of the Starship there and maybe just use the Starship as the and the tower, have it as a magnetic launcher like that. That'd be awesome. Have the tower have its own magnetic system and interact with the one on the Starship, and just maybe they would put the Starship either next to the tower or maybe in the tower and launch it up with a maglev system. That'd be awesome. That was Leela Funk with that idea. Yeah, Tomas says check spin launch on YouTube. Yeah, they have a good system. I like the spin launch thing, but I don't think I'd want to be in that as a human. You know, that spin launch thing might be a little bit too fast to stay alive. But maybe they can do a workaround and have it work. If they can figure out how to bypass inertia, then somebody could be inside without being affected by the rapid change and everything. I don't know how they would do that, but I can imagine it's possible. Anything's possible if you can put your mind to it. All right, so the bags are going down, everybody. Yeah, a UFO would be nice, right? But that would be an IFO. We would have identified the object, so identified flying object, IFO. An IFO without a tail number. Hey, SDE Harry, the word here is that the Starship apparently, from the chat here, is 200 tons, and apparently the bags are 220 tons. So. All right. That was a successful lowering of the bags. Awesome. I'm glad I got to see that in person. That was kind of quick too. One of the questions that people had, yeah, SE says nice, yeah. Tomas says 220 on the bags, 200 on the booster. Starship less than that. A question is I've had this question before from somebody saying, you know, looking at the Starship in its position and the chopsticks there, how would they get the chopsticks around the Starship? Because they would have to move the Starship to the left here, around the chopstick on the right side, and how would they get the Starship inside of the chopsticks so that it could be lifted? I don't know if there's space back there for the chopsticks to move toward us and to the left by those white methane tanks, but maybe there is enough room to scoot it around and get it within the chopsticks section so that it could be lifted. So that's my thought. Well, or maybe they have to lift the chopsticks up and then lower it down so it's on each side of the Starship there to lift it from where it's at. You know, maybe the Starship stays where it is and they lift the chopsticks up, widen out the arms, and then lower down and lift up the Starship that way. I'm not sure. So apparently the Falcon 9, says Lee, in 6 minutes. 6 minutes till the Falcon 9 launch. says, I think it's around 250 tons. So Lex says 250. Hey Frisbee. Nice, thanks. Good to see you here. I don't recognize the name, the profile Frisbee, but that's cool. Oh, I do recognize the name actually. Awesome. See you later, Frizz. So there's a road closure as far as I recall. I don't know if it's been canceled or if it's still current, but yeah, a road closure for tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday. And so if they are satisfied with the lift of the bags, again, maybe this is another quick, heavier lift of the bags, and maybe they are going to lift the Starship. I don't know. It would make sense, and potentially this was just another check for the bags to see if it was good before doing the Starship lift. That would be my my guess. Because why would they lift the bags so close to the Starship? Why would they risk having the Starship in the way if those bags were to fall or something like that? Unless they were trying to do both of those things sometime soon. For next week, Lek, I'm not sure. The clouds have somewhat dampened out. We do still have a kind of a decent cloud layer all around the sky. Maybe tomorrow will be sunny. We'll see. We had a pretty sunny day today. I'll check out the weather later tonight for the rest of the week. T-minus 3 minutes for the launch of the Falcon. So today's date is January 30th, Sunday, 5:09 a.m. p.m. 5:09 p.m. January 30th, and tomorrow is the Monday, and it is the Chinese New Year, Year of the Tiger. Okay, Thomas says maybe because they were fixing something and over the past week and grinding the tower, huh? That makes sense. Thomas says when you install linear rails, normally they're out of line. So you test and the marks they left tell you where they're out of line. So maybe this is a recheck. Really good information, Tomas. Yeah, so they were grinding. So they were just grinding over the last week on the rails here on the tower. So that would make sense. Good putting two and two together there, Tomas. Lek. We celebrated the Chinese New Year last night at Makerspace X, MSX in Brownsville, and we had a good time. There were a lot of people from the community, from the area that stopped by, and a lot of good food. And if any of you have an opportunity to go to celebrate the Chinese New Year with some whoever's celebrating it in your town, it's good food. I don't eat chicken or anything like that, but they had some duck, roasted duck, and some other stuff. So if you want some good food and you want to hang out with some nice people, Try and find somebody who's celebrating the new year tomorrow. Hold on the launch of the Falcon 9. Says Curtis and says Helena. Clinton says hold. Hold, hold, hold. Awesome. Scrub. It's been scrubbed, says Tomas. Till tomorrow, apparently. I have to get some more confirmation on that, but interesting. I'll pan to the right here. Yeah, where is the safe zone of the launch? What happened? We're still waiting on some action and confirmation or not of the hold over there. I'm panning to the right here to get a shot of the rest of the site. The bags are on the ground over here at the launch site. They lowered them down just before. Falcon 9 launch aborted due to a ocean liner heading towards the no-go zone. Oh wow, oh wow, that is interesting. Coast Guard failed to notify the ocean liner in time, says Lee. Wow. Sorry to hear that, everybody. Wow. So they lowered the bags of the just about 15 minutes ago. Wow. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think that might be good. I could stay maybe another 5 minutes, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up unless something happens here. Looking forward to tomorrow, that's for sure. So what else is going on here? Anyone have any news about the... Yeah, Tomas says. Thank you too. Nice, nice. Any news about anything anyone wants to share? You too. So we have a new year starting to pick up as people... things have been kicking back into the swing of motion here, and starting to do better. Hey George, they had if you go back in the live stream here, they had some water bags lifted up a little ways. Okay, anything next to booster 4? I get that shot. So they lifted and lowered the water bags. You can go back in the stream a little bit and see that. I think the word here was that I guess I'll do a summary. Yeah, they did a bunch of work grinding on the rails here over the last week. So the thought here is that they want to do another test with the water bags to see if everything was good. So they lifted the chopsticks with about maybe 220 to 250 tons of water, and then they lowered it back down. You can go back in the stream here, and the booster 4 is over there, and what I do see is I see an SPMT over there. I don't know if it's going to stay there, but there is an SPMT there at the base area around the booster 4. It is relatively clear. They've cleared the area over there around the booster, so they could move it out if they wanted to. They have enough room to maneuver the booster if they were to use the SPMT to do that, or I don't know what's going on over there. And they had a lift up there at the top of the booster 4. Jim earlier was telling us that the methane tanks were on the top, I believe. I don't know if it was the top or the bottom, but that split in the booster there is for the 2 different tanks of, maybe someone can tell me again, is the oxygen on the top or the bottom? I'm not sure if the methane's on the bottom or the top. So going up again. Oh yeah, they are going up. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Thank you, Wayne. Going up again, here we go. Yeah, George, there is a possibility. I don't think tonight, but yeah, I think they would do a road closure or something like that. I think they would close off where we're standing at. We might have to get further away to see that. Yeah, George, yep. Lek asks if the berm next to the berm is completely gone next to the methane tanks, and I can get that shot again. So it is currently going up. We can see that the chopsticks are currently going up, yes. I get a zoomed out shot here as well.
jacket?
No, I'm gonna live it up. Looks pretty tall. Looks pretty high up. They've got the bags up pretty high right now. Mark asks, have I seen any signs of the sheeting for the outside of the tower? No, I haven't, Mark. And on an earlier live stream, not today, but recent, in the last week, 7 days, someone mentioned that they may have to put siding on the left side of the tower here. The two sides that are facing the orbital launch platform there, they may have to at least cover those, like the side facing us and the far side on the left side facing the orbital launch platform there, because they don't want to burn the rest of the tower. So apparently they have to do at least two sides, you know, to launch. Hey Mario. Yeah, modern art. Yeah. Lee says, now to me, the Mechazilla is what you could define as a piece of modern working art. Modern working art. I got you, Lee. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey Jackie. How's it going? I like I like all your profile images there. Good stuff. In the chat there. Michael, nice. Okay, Jackie says she's been feeling bad all day, under the weather. That's good. Good to see you here, Jackie. Same thing as you, Helena. In Western Australia. Thanks, Mark. Yep. Yep. Tomorrow, Lee, it'll be earlier. As long as the road closure is open, it's a 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. road closure. So I may be out here early tomorrow, you know, to be before the road closes. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you. Okay, yeah, they're lowering now. Okay, cool. Good catch here, Jill. Let me zoom in on that. Thank you so much, Jackie. Keeping it going here. Good stuff. I didn't see either of your emails though. Yeah, several times. Yeah, yeah. Maybe Jackie. Maybe there is an email on the oceancam.space website, but it may be that it's a .space instead of a .com. I think maybe that's potentially the issue. It's info@oceancam.space. .space instead of a .com. Sometimes that's the issue. But on the OceanCam www.oceancam.space website, there's a contact us area, and you could click on the link over there. Yeah, that's cool. Right on. Awesome. Yeah, I could definitely use another camera here. So I think another man, maybe Roku, was talking about an infrared camera. So yeah, any cameras we can get here will be used, that's for sure. Lee, it is depends on the type of road closure. Oftentimes it includes the pedestrians, yes. At least in a certain section, in a certain area. They do, yeah. Good night, Armandino. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Awesome. But yeah, Jackie, thank you. Yeah, any camera or anything like that you have that you'd like to get us to use, that'd be great if you have it. I have a device which can turn left and right, so I think I may be able to automate the remote camera in the future. So I got to learn how to do it though first. But yeah, any technology that we get down here, would be helpful. Yeah, Jackie, the chat here doesn't allow any emails to be posted, so I've never seen your email yet. You'd have to email us, or you can't leave an email in the chat. There was a lot of spamming in the past, so I disabled the ability to put emails and URLs in the chat. That's why. Yeah, I think so. Jill says they may be doing repeated rinsing, raising and lowering, rinse and repeat to test the repeated use. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So this is the second lift, and at least the second lowering. It was lifted when I got here, and Jill's mentioning they may be gonna keep doing that over and over to test test everything. Hey guys. What a day. This time I think I'm gonna wrap it up in the next 3 minutes. I'll wind it down. Unless they start lifting it again. But Jill was mentioning they will probably keep lifting and lowering it. I believe the other camera is still live. If it's not, let me know, but we do have this shot at least an hour and a half ago. We had this shot with the other camera as well. It may still be live. This is got a nitrogen tanker passing by here. And I'll do an overview of the site once more, and then I'll wrap it up. Go eat something. So we have the 2 methane tanks here. There were some questions earlier if all the dirt had been moved away from the excavated site here to the right of the methane tanks, and yes, we can see here they did move most of the dirt away. and they continued the constructions of this white piping. They removed some sections, and they added some sections. So, and there's still a bunch of pile of dirt over there in the soil up there, but they did cement a bunch of that area as well. And it being Sunday, maybe they're not gonna work on it as much as they were a couple nights ago. So at nighttime they do work quite a bit on this area. So they poured some concrete over there. Yeah, thank you. Nice evening to you, Jackie. God bless everybody. Yeah. I'd like to be able to make it possible for people to talk here verbally, but I did that once before, and there was some spamming on there too. So I don't know if that's possible to do, but we might be able to do screen calls with another phone. I could screen some calls and have you all chat while we do the live stream here as well. I just need another phone to be able to do something like that. Yes, Gruss, I'll remember your comment before about the other stream being no longer functional, but I just want to get some confirmation, see if anyone else is able to see it. If it's out, then I might head over there to get a shot of the, check out the other camera and see if I can get it going again. So I haven't seen any activity over here by the main gate. It is Sunday too. And that's pretty much what's going on. See the SBMT over there by Booster 4. It's getting to be towards sunset here, and it is now 5:35 p.m. January 30th, Sunday. We still got the Tank 4 there, which popped a while back. I do not see there were some pieces behind it. Excuse me. There was the top of the tank was leaning up against it in the past, and looks like they've put it in that dumpster over there, because I don't see it anywhere behind the GSE Tank 4 over there. So they have scrapped some of that top piece in that dumpster to the right there, and let me see. Lee says you could set up a Teams chat session and broadcast live on your YouTube channel. Cool, Lee, I gotta look more into that. If you have any info about that, you can put some information in the chat after it's over. Leave a comment on some of that stuff. If anyone knows how we can improve anything here, leave as detailed a suggestion or a comment as you can. So maybe they'll put something over there. I don't know, maybe, but they are making that, flat with concrete and everything like that. So, methane tanks, orbital launch platform. I don't see anything going on up there. Don't see any activity up there on the tower. And once it gets sunset here, they will turn on the lights and there'll be more activity for sure. Apparently there was some work today on the methane tanks here as well. And they still have that pump there. They have one pump just exposed. We could see it. I'll zoom in on it. So this week they'll probably lift this pump off of that pallet and install that as well. As far as the methane tanks, I don't see anything else of note. They were grinding on I don't know if they were installing lights. We can see a bunch of lights on these methane tanks. I think maybe they were, I'll use my hand. We can see these lights up here. We got all these things have lights on them. So, and then now we do see these, whatever they are, segments or what, all these dots going down the center of the tanks here. I don't know what those are, but those are new. So I don't know if they were welding those on recently or not, but that is something new. If I had my other camera, I could get a good shot of that. And that's what I see. That's what I see going on here at SpaceX Starbase South Texas launch site. I'll get in the shot here. Wishing you a good evening. Paul Mamakos, Ocean Camera Space Corp. Signing out, everybody. See you on the next one. Fun times chatting with y'all. Yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of cold, Helena. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Signing out.